Hey guys, how you doing? It's KL. It's 4:15 in the morning. Yeah, it's 4:15 in the morning, and this is video number 4 of my late night video series. Tonight, or this morning, we're going to talk about the fear of success, and hopefully we can shed some light on why people are fearful of being successful. I think the first thing is it's easy to talk about being successful than actually putting in the work. So of course everyone dreams and everyone has some idea of exactly where they want to be with the talents that they think they have, and you know, they tell you some real grandiose stories. But at the end of the day, many of them don't know how to put into motion the steps needed to get to exactly where they say they want to be. Now, I think the next thing is lack of knowledge. And anytime you have a lack of knowledge in any area, there's going to be stagnation. You just don't know what to do, so you don't do. Now let's look at those two things. When you don't want to put in the work, and then you don't have the knowledge needed to get the work done, you're doomed. You are guaranteed to go nowhere, make no money, make no dent, nothing. And I think if we just focus on those two areas, I mean, really look at ourselves and say, am I really ready to put the work in? And do I have an understanding of what's needed to get it done? I look at various authors and I watch the grind of various authors, and I appreciate those authors who share with the rest of the world the hard work that they're putting in to get their product out to the readers, because it does two things. One, it's motivation. Motivation to know that there's brothers and sisters out there grinding to really make a name for themselves in the world. Also, it's a blueprint for learning. Because when they put it out there, if you pay attention to what many of the brothers and sisters are saying, they're explaining to you what needs to be done. And then it comes back home to the very thing that we're talking about, is now you deciding what you're going to do. I don't know how to climb into someone else and bring out of them all that they can be. What I do know how to do is offer suggestions to what someone offers to me and put it into some type of framework to help them understand exactly what is going to be needed for what they say they want. But how do you actually become successful? Well, hard work. Hard, undaunting work. Not getting tired, not getting frustrated, and when you do get tired and when you do get frustrated, not allowing it to stop you from continuing out to do exactly what's needed to get to where it is you say you want to go. Knowledge is the other thing. And as we just said, when you don't have it, I don't care who you are, and I don't care what you've done, there is always more to learn. Actually, that's the signature on my Board of Ed email. There's always more to be done. And it's true. If you had success on Monday, doesn't guarantee success on Tuesday. So there's something to be learned from Monday and carried over to Tuesday. And if you had a successful week, there's something to be carried into the next week. If you had a successful month, and so on for the year. The great ones are continually evolving and making what they do better. So certain aspects of what they do are on autopilot, and then the other aspects are evolution of things that were. So no, they don't stay stagnant. So I hope that anyone watching this video who is not reaching the success that they claim they want, Well, first, take a look in the mirror and ask themselves, are they really putting in the effort that it takes to be successful? And if the answer is no, don't go any further. Stop right there, and there's your problem. If you can honestly look in the mirror, I'm sorry for making that face, but I think if you're not being successful and you're really putting in the effort, then that means you're working hard but not effectively. So that's leading us to point 2. If you really put in that effort and you're not seeing the results, well, then now you need to check your knowledge. You need to check what it is that you don't know, or what it is you think you know, and now start to change that. So your effort matches your understanding, which will then change your input, because your output will be different. So what you put out into the world will reflect what comes back. And that's I don't even know how important that is. Third, check your support system. Check the individuals around you. Who do you have in your camp that doesn't have the same mission, doesn't have the same vision, and that is feeding into you the very things that's helping you stay exactly where you are? Oh, don't be surprised. If you're fearful of making certain moves, you might have somebody in your camp who's steady beating you in the ear saying, you know what, we ain't never going to make it. And you buying into it, and you're staying right there. So, of course, you don't make it. Do you have enough people around you who are willing to go out and grind and push and make it happen? Because if you do, are you listening to them? Or are you shutting them out because you're stuck in listening to your own foolishness? And finally, because I'm not going to go into a long, detailed list, faith. Now, I'm not just talking about religious faith. Yes, that's important. But if that's not where your head is at, okay. Faith in self. See, for me, it starts in faith with God, and then faith in self. My faith is that the Lord blessed me with talents, and now I have to believe that those talents are good enough for the very success that I claim that I want. If religion is not your thing, and it's not for everybody, then have faith in self. Look in the mirror and believe in yourself enough that you will put the effort in, gain the knowledge needed, and then surround yourself with the folks who can actually help you get there. So, like anything that I put out, I hope that this has helped you, informed you, enlightened you, and empowered you. Because at the end of the day, it makes no difference what I say and what anybody else says. What matters is what you do with what you now know. This has been KL Belvin, and this is video number 4 of my late night series. Take care. God bless.